If you've lost a loved one, here's something that might help you. This is Resurrection and Life, the YouTube channel that talks about life after death and resurrection. But we don't just talk about life after death and resurrection. We also talk about how we as human beings can move forward in life. How after the loss of a loved one, when we feel maybe at a loss, lonely, we miss them. Perhaps there's also a feeling of guilt. Could we have done more? Etc., etc. We can move forward in life. We can make our lives a success. We can realize our passions, our talents, and realize our potential. And that's what I want to talk about a little bit today. But first of all, resurrection and life. Yes, there is life after death. There is a resurrection. And the resurrection, of course, is the reunification of our physical body with our spirit. The spirit never dies. But this time, the reunification is with an immortal body, one that will never die, one that will never be separated again from our spirit, and we will live forever. And this all comes about because of Jesus Christ. Now, it's Jesus Christ that I want to talk about briefly, and that is that at Christmas time, and I appreciate that this is not Christmas, at Christmas time when I was a child, my parents used to organise what they called a carol party on Christmas Eve. Now, here's an idea for you to be able to move forward in life, to connect with other people and to serve other people, which is a great way of moving forward in life if we're bereaved, if we're sad, if we're at a loss as to how to move forward in life. So here's an idea for you. My parents organised what was known as a carol party. And at the carol party, it wasn't just a free-for-all. It was an organised party. People sat around in a circle in the lounge, and it went on from about 7:30 in the evening until midnight and after midnight. My parents didn't drink alcohol. There was no alcohol involved, but of course, if that's something that you want to do, you can do that. But we celebrated the birth of Jesus Christ, or the eve of the birth of Jesus Christ, every Christmas Eve. We sang carols. We played games. Party games, clean, good, wholesome party games. We had fun. We ate food. There was a period in the evening where we went to the dining room and ate food it was a buffet. And then we'd go back to the lounge and we'd sing more carols and play more games. And we'd have some spiritual thoughts as well, thoughts on Christmas and what Christmas is really all about. And we had many people come to this. The room used to be full of people sitting in a large circle, and it was really a spiritual occasion. So I wanted to share that with you because that's something that maybe you could do. Those parties that we had, many of the people that came said that they wanted to emulate these things when they had their own families or in their families that they already had. And some of them have done this. Now, as I grew up and had my own family, this is something that we wanted to do, and we did do this. And now we have carol parties. We don't do it on Christmas Eve. We found that people tend to want to come these days a couple of weeks before Christmas, but we have such a large number of people that want to come that we do it say about 2 weeks before Christmas, and we do it on two separate nights. And it's a sort of identical program that we run, but with different people. So we end up having 40 plus, maybe 45 people in total as an aggregate attendance at these things. And we do the same. We play games, we have food, we sing carols, we have spiritual thoughts. We remember the birth of Jesus Christ. So this is something maybe that you could do. I would love for you to do this, to emulate this, something that I've grown up with from a young child right through until now. Now, something else that I'd like to share with you as something that you could do, and that's at Easter. Now, Easter is also a great Christian festival. It's when we remember the atoning sacrifice of Jesus Christ. So Christmas was his birth, and at Easter we remember the atonement, which makes it possible for everybody to repent of their sins, but also his crucifixion and resurrection. And as I mentioned earlier, the resurrection means that everybody will be resurrected. Jesus Christ's resurrection means And the science we don't understand, but we know from the scriptures, from the Bible, that because of Christ's resurrection, everybody, you, me, everybody, will be resurrected with a perfect, immortal, glorified, and youthful body that will never, ever, ever die. And knowing that in itself can help us to move forward in life, can help us to have that new boldness, that new determination to do things with our lives, to love people, to serve people, to help ourselves, to realize our passions, to do those things that we really, really want to do for others, for our family, for the church, for the community, whatever it might be. So, coming back to Easter, we decided as a family that we would do a similar thing to what we do at Christmas at Easter. And so, the week before Easter, last year we had an Easter party, and this year, because of the high demand, we're doing two. We're doing two separate nights. There'll be the same program, but two separate lots of people. And it's going to follow the same sort of pattern. We'll be singing Easter songs. We'll be having spiritual thoughts. We'll have food. We'll play games. And people that come to these things, they come year after year. They love them. They say, "Oh, it's so wonderful. Thank you so much for inviting us." And next year they come and they say, "Oh, thank you for inviting us again." It really is a wonderful experience, a wonderful thing that they like to come to. So these are just a couple of ideas for you. Now, something else that you might want to do, and that is this year I'm organising our church Good Friday music devotional. I happen to be good at organising things like that, and so I'm organising it. And whatever you're good at, you can use your talents to bless others, whether it be in your church or wherever it is, and doing whatever it might be. It might be something that nobody else has ever thought of. Maybe you're good at inventing things. Maybe you've got a product or a game or something that works better than anything else out there that you've invented, that you've thought about. Get to it. Do it. Make your life wonderful. Make your life extraordinary. We can achieve anything. So getting back to loss and bereavement. If you've lost somebody years ago or recently, or perhaps you're facing a funeral service and burial very soon, know this, that your loved one, your friend, still lives. Their spirit lives on, and one day you will be with them again. You will meet them again. They will be resurrected. We all will be resurrected. What a wonderful thing that is to know. Now, on this channel, we share scriptures with you. I shan't be doing that today, but often I'll share scriptures that can be helpful, that teach about life after death and resurrection, and about our eternal existence. We are eternal beings, and that is wonderful to know as well. Now, it is hard when somebody is lost. My parents have both gone, and I miss them, but I know that I'll see them again. I have a younger brother that died in infancy, but I know that I'll see him again, and that he will be able to be raised in the next life by my mother, and that he and she will be blessed thereby. So these things are taught in the scriptures. These things are true. I know it's hard. I know it's hard, but we can overcome all of this, and we can move forward in life. Now, just as an aside, if you've got to speak at a funeral, or if you've got to share some thoughts with some people at a graveside meeting, or if you just want to share words of encouragement and comfort to people that you know that might have lost somebody, if you go to the link in this channel, you'll find an opportunity to go and grab a guide to speaking at a funeral. And there's also an article that gives you some detailed scriptures on the things that you can share with them from the scriptures, some really good ideas that can also be woven into a talk that you might have to give. So those are some things that are there for you. I hope that you'll take advantage. Please subscribe to this channel. The more people out there that subscribe and watch these videos, the better. I'm trying to help you. I'm trying to help people out there like this video. Look out for the next one. Subscribe so that you'll get easy access to these videos. and I hope to see you again soon. If there's anything that I can add that you would like me to talk about, please put a note in the channel. I'll see that and I'll be able to talk about those things. But please have a great day today. Have a good weekend. And whatever your troubles are, know this, that God lives. He loves you. He's on your side. He is good. And I'll leave that with you for today. All the very, very best. Take care now. Bye-bye.